Good morning, darling. Good morning, darling. Good morning, darling. Oh, good morning, darling. I'm practicing to see what I would sound like saying good morning, darling, to my future husband. Tonight is the night. He asked me out, and I said yes. Why did I choose now? Because I'm trying to find my plus one, and I do miss spooning with someone. Definitely not a spring chicken. Spending holidays and birthdays alone. I still haven't had my dream wedding. Hey, it's too early to answer that question. I have way too many voices in my head. Today, I have decided to romanticize my entire day, starting with breakfast in bed on my favorite vintage tray. Why? Because at the end of the day, I want to know that I had a good day, no matter how the date turns out. So sit back, get ready for a Pinterest-inspired aesthetic overload. My clothes, my shoes, and my makeup are all about 4 to 5 years old. I'm on my way to the mall in this cute little blue outfit that's not old, it's new. I love it. It makes my day. So I'm gonna go pick up a few things. Let me tell you my story that began a week ago. After I said yes to the date, I jumped up because I realized, I have to find something to wear. The past 4 years, I've only worn sweatpants, a t-shirt, no makeup, and my hair up in a baseball cap. But after flipping through hanger after hanger in my closet, it felt like none of this stuff belonged to me anymore. It was like a whole different version of me I didn't even recognize. Who was this girl? No, definitely not wearing that. I tried on so many dresses and I can't spend money right now. But then I found this dress. Perfect, but only if I had altered it. I had originally planned to wear this dress to a wedding as a guest, though that occasion never came. It was too long. Maybe if I shortened it, and the cleavage, well, we need to cover that up too because might look better if I took up the shoulders. It's just too low cut and I really want to keep it classy. Maybe if I just altered it a little bit. I mean, I know how to do some little alterations, but I think that's the extent of what I know how to do. But I'm gonna use my imagination and figure something out. Besides, I have a whole week before the date, so I have plenty of time to figure it out. So I got out my trusty pair of scissors that I've had forever and decided to give this dress a whole new look. I just started cutting and cutting and cutting, and I was like, I am almost there, we got this. And then I took a step back to see the full extent of my masterpiece. Dear Lord, what did I just do to my dress? I was trying not to panic, but then I remembered my mom left me a sewing machine when she passed away recently. We can do this. I got the sewing machine out, the booklet with the instructions, my dress. Oh wait, there's just one little flaw in my plan. My mom never taught me how to sew. But that's okay. I turned on my computer. I'm not gonna let my mom down, and I found a sewing course. I jumped right into sewing. Speaking of jumping into sewing, that's the name of Sarah Alm's course I joined on Craftsy, your online resource for all things creative. She teaches multiple classes, including a beginner-friendly class in her startup library course called Machine Threading and Operating. It reassured me that I could bring my vision for this dress to life. She taught me the basics of sewing and how to thread a bobbin and all the details of my mom's sewing machine. I'm so glad I joined Craftsy. Thank you, Craftsy, for sponsoring today's video. I did get sidetracked when I saw that Craftsy regularly uploads new classes taught by professional instructors who guide you step by step. They also have live streaming tutorials where you can ask questions and connect with their creative community in real time. Their categories don't just include sewing. They have cake decorating, which I'm really interested in, drawing, painting, yoga, and even home decor, like reupholstering furniture, which I'm definitely eyeing because my living room chairs, they could definitely use a makeover. So if there's a project or a hobby that you've been putting off, or a business idea that you want to breathe some life into, you should join Craftsy. The first 1,000 of you to click the link in my description or scan the QR code on your screen will get a full year of premium Craftsy membership for just $1.49, but valid for new members only. As much as I'm romanticizing my day, I can only hope that my credit card statement feels like a painless love letter. I will share with you guys what I purchased later tonight. Right now, all I can think about is food. I need a light bite of something to keep me going. But first, let's go back to last week when I cut the dress and threaded the bobbin. Still following along with the instructor, I threaded the bobbin and slid it to the right, just as she suggested. Feeling knowledgeable, I paused the teacher, picked up the foot pedal. Anxious to hear the sound of the spinning bobbin, I pressed down on the pedal. I walk around the table and I started checking the chords. And I pushed the foot pedal again, and again, and again, and again. And then I kept looking at the sewing machine, but my bobbin, it wasn't bobbing. And then I started to panic. It was setting in and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? There was no movement at all. And then it hit me. The sewing machine was broken. My mom gave me a lemon. I was determined not to let my mom down. She intuitively gave me that sewing machine, knowing that somehow I would need it in my future endeavors. And me looking for a way to fix this, I came across this little box of trinkets that she had given me. Inside was some vintage scissors, which were really cute, a pack of pins, and more scissors. These scissors were way sharper though, much sharper. But still, nothing in this box could fix my sewing machine, so I'm gonna figure something out. I ended up buying a new sewing machine. I hopped back on the Craftsy website and I took Roxy's Sewing 101 class, where she shared the best tip. Your fabric cuts don't need to be perfectly straight, because you're gonna end up sewing it when you hem it. Except if it's cut diagonally or uneven like mine. Her next tip really saved my dress. She went over the basic tools every beginner should have, and one of them was a pair of fabric scissors, extremely sharp, designed only for cutting fabric. I was like, oh my gosh, those are the same identical scissors that I found in my mom's sewing box. I almost felt like it was a sign from my mom, like she was nudging me or something to keep going. Now I feel like I got the confidence to go right back in there and try again. That's exactly what I did. I went back, I carefully lined up the hem of my dress, I took a deep breath, I made the cut again. And this time, it was perfectly straight. Dear Lord, tell my mom thank you for these scissors. Make sure you romanticize your life, and whatever happens, you'll still be happy at the end of the night. So I always tell my date that I can pay for my own meal, because I don't want him to look at me crazy, one, if I order lobster. I don't want someone to do that to me. I want to have the freedom of enjoying the night, despite whether he turns out to be a douche or not, or a prince. So order what you want, offer to pay. If they say no, congratulations, you found yourself a Prince Charming. If they want you to pay, or if they take your money, you never see them again. Say bye. I actually had a date like that once, where the guy was like,
he was like, oh, we'll go and we'll meet at the Waldorf Astoria for dinner. And I was like, okay. So we go there, we go to the rooftop, and then we go down to eat, or at least I thought. And then he's like, oh, I'm not gonna eat, I'm just gonna have drinks. Let's just have drinks. And I'm thinking, wait, I'm starving. I'm gonna eat anyway. So I ordered a lobster because lobster is my favorite food. Shellfish, snow crab, lobster. Oh my gosh, I can eat it all day. And so when my food got here, he asked me if he could have some of mine. And he was just sitting there with his drink and no food. So he was like, I was like, really? Okay. I said, okay. So I gave him some food. And then when the bill came, I paid for my own lobster. And then before I was about to leave, I told him how I really felt. In a ladylike fashion. And I was like, how dare you come on a date, and say that you're not gonna pay, but then you eat off of the girl's plate and not even pay or even try to pay half or something. I'm like, no wonder you're single. And then he showed up in a bomber jacket and a baseball cap, and I was like, you showed up to the Waldorf Astoria wearing a black baseball cap and a black puffer jacket. Who does that on a blind date? You know what I mean? So I was like, you look like a serial killer. First of all, you look like a serial killer, and then you show up and you don't even offer to pay. You don't want to pay for the food, but then you eat off of mine. I'm like, you are like a horrible dater. Like, seriously. And he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me make it up to you. And ever since then, he just kept trying to like hit me up or whatever. I ended up blocking him because people show you who they are when you first meet them. And you need to take that like at full face value. So I was like, no, we're good. Gotta go. So on the dating app I was on, he got rid of his profile, got a new profile, and found me again. No, boo. You're not getting a second chance no matter what. Period. That was it. I'm good. I'm not dressing up for you again. Are you kidding me? No. Forget it. You had your 5-minute moment and you blew it. So I'm good. I was like, no. But anyway, that being said, make sure you can pay for your own meal when you go on a date with someone, because you don't want to be stuck washing dishes. I'm just playing. Anyway, I am going to finish my salad and I'll catch back up with you guys later.
I absolutely love this stuff. This is one of the things I purchased at the mall today. I purchased this, and it's so good, you guys. It smells so good. It is L'Occitane's shea butter, and it is so good. I went to the mall today and I picked it up. Well, I got a sample, and then I came home, and then I liked it so much I went to the mall again to get it again, and they were like, oh, we don't have any more of that one. I was like, oh no. So then I went to another mall because I was like, this mall is really close, let me just go here. I went and they didn't even have the store. So I was like, oh my gosh, I really want this stuff. So I had to go to another mall. I went and I found this finally. So I really like it that much, and I highly recommend it because it's so soft. It's not overpowering, and it's very subtle in the smell. Like, it's floral, not floral, but it's a fresh scent. So it doesn't it won't overpower your perfume. So I definitely highly recommend this. It's so good. So L'Occitane. I will link this for you guys. I will show you guys my dress as soon as but actually first I need your help with my shoes. I need to figure out which shoes I should wear. So let me show you my shoes first. So which way do you think I should go tonight? This shoe has been with me forever. It's 4 years old, but it's kind of spicy and it's date night friendly. It's Friday, of course, so it's a spicy shoe and I like it. I think it's very pretty. It matches my dress a lot better. But then there's this one, which is new, and this one's more on the sophisticated side. I actually like it a lot, but I'm not sure if it's gonna match the dress or not. So let me know what you guys think. Oh, who am I fooling? This one is cute. It is my favorite. I think the rhinestone is for the win tonight. She's playful, bold, exactly the energy I want to bring. But now that the shoes are looking cute up on my toes, it is time for me to get dressed. Let me know if you like it in the comments. I still have to hem it, but I ran into a bit of a situation with the iron, because you have to iron it first and then you have to hem it. But my iron, I think I'll show you a clip of what happened to the iron. So I don't know what was behind this dress, between the sewing machine breaking and then the iron. It was like, what was going on? What kind of energy was going on with it? But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. Tonight I'm romanticizing my night, so I'm gonna finish getting dressed and get ready to go with my Uber and find my purse and some jewelry, and then I am out, and I will check back with you guys a little bit later. All right? But night. Here are my pajamas. They're so cute. Such a vintage vibe. I love it, love it, love it. It's giving vintage. They come with these little cute shorts that have little buttons on the sides. I'll insert a clip, but they're so cute. I'm gonna have to use my new sewing machine to take it in a little bit because I feel like it's a little too big right here. I think if I had them like that, it would be, I couldn't order a size down because if I did, and I have the kind of booty that is it goes out, so if I ordered a smaller one, then this part would stick up, and I didn't really want that. I wanted it to look, a little like that. I wanted it to look like that. That's cuter to me and way more comfortable. I don't want something riding up in there. But so let me tell you about my date. It was really nice to go out again with someone and
have them just like be all sweet to you and stuff. Like, it was really nice. It was nice. The restaurant was, the ambiance was really nice, but it was not some place I would actually go back to again because I felt like the vibe was gone. And when I say gone, I used to go there a lot back in the day before I had my issues with the pandemic, before I got sick and spent the past 4 years in here and not out having fun. So I don't know. I feel like that restaurant though is past. It's time for them to just do something else, a whole new vibe. Like, I ordered crab, which is my favorite food. Crab, snow crab is my favorite food, or lobster. And the crab was dry, and it was, there was no moisture, no salt, no butter, no drawn butter. It was just served just like that. I was like, what is up with this? Like, it was just weird. So I don't recommend that restaurant at all. Um, as far as he goes, he was entertaining. He was entertaining, but I don't know if he was nervous or not because he drank a lot. A lot. He drank a lot. So I think he had like 5 glasses, and that was just like in a 2 hour span. Like, it was a lot. I don't know. Maybe men can hold their liquor better than women. I don't know. But that was a lot for me, and I'm not sure if I want that energy. So, because I just want to age gracefully, and it's really hard to age gracefully when you're around someone who wants to drink that much. And I feel like in my 20s, I was a drinker, and I did, I had fun. I mean, I hung out at Playboy. So, I mean, I had fun, and it was all kinds of fun. But, what was I going to say? But I'm older now, and I don't want to do that. Like, I feel like I already did that. And so now I just want to find life. I want to find other ways to entertain my brain and my body and my energy. And so the person that I'm going to connect with, I need them to be on that same vibe. Someone who is just, I'm not saying I want you to not drink, because I had a cocktail too. I'm just saying I don't want someone who has to drink that much. And I don't know if it was because he was nervous or what, but it was a little bit of a problem for me, because I'm wondering, are you actually here on this date? Are you mentally here, or are you just that scared, or what? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But another thing that bothered me too was he was older, and I think he told me. So, and that was a problem for me. So I don't know if that's a match, but it's okay. It's honestly, it's okay, because I think we can just be friends. But I do like the fact that I did get a chance to go out, and I look forward to more dates and more fun, and hopefully with better outfits. I mean, I love my dress. I'm gonna work this dress and figure it out and try to sew those shoulders because they looked a little crazy. But and then maybe try my hand at hemming it for real, because my iron broke, and it was just like I said, I don't know if the moon was in the wrong place or what, but it was like everything that could go wrong, like with the sewing machine breaking, and then the iron had like this meltdown. It was weird. It was like, what is going on here? So I don't know if it's something was telling me, you are not wearing this dress to the date, but I just totally wore that dress. I'm like, no matter what, if I have to wear it with a crooked hem, I'm gonna wear it with a crooked hem. So anyway, I just thank God that I was able to get out of my comfort zone and go. It was just nice to just be able to leave this bubble, this cocoon, this bubble, and like just go breathe the air in LA again, and to just feel good again. So it was weird putting on makeup. I didn't really share that with you guys because I have not put on makeup in like 4 or 5 years, and honestly, I just didn't know what to do. If I was to zoom in and you to see my eyelashes, these eyelashes are like eyelashes that no one wears now anymore. So I have to figure out how to get my lashes to look more natural and not like I'm doing this whole. These eyelashes are peel and stick. So I found these on Amazon, and they said that they are self-adhesive. You just peel them off and stick them up there. And I was like, oh man, I am in heaven. So I will link these though, because I love the fact that they come in they come in the drag queen, which is the one I have on now. And then they're not called drag queen. I'm calling them that. But they also have like two other ones, which are smaller and they're not as scary looking as these ones. But I wanted something dramatic for tonight, so I don't really care if they were drag queeny or not. I like them. I hope you like this vlog. I was trying to do something different and new, but it did take me forever to do it. And I don't think I can do a story vlog anymore. I think I'm just gonna have to do like everyone else and just pick up the camera and just film whatever it is, because it's taking too long for me to get my content out, and I have to make money, so I can't just sit and just wait for a good moment of content and a good story to come to be able to put it together for you guys, unless, you know, I can afford my life and do it. But at this point, I've been sick for so long. I was sick that I spent so much of my savings and stuff, and it's time for me to get the ball rolling and get back into the groove of life and get my income back where I had it. I don't want to say back, but get it up where it needs to be comfortable again. So yeah, anyway, that being said, I just want to say thank you guys for staying with me and with my channel, because I know it's been a long time since I post, and it takes forever for me to post, but I have been shooting a lot of content, so much so that it is almost 2 a.m. right now. 2 o'clock. No, is it 2 or 1? No, that says 1 o'clock. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm a trooper. I should be like in my bed right now, but I was like, I'm gonna film this for you guys because I am just so tired. But anyway, I just want to say thank you for watching, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends or someone you know that might be interested in Craftsy. And thank you, Craftsy, for sponsoring today's video. I really truly appreciate it. I do. Everything will be linked in the description, and I think that's it. So that being said, I will say good night, you guys, and I'll see you in my next vlog. So good night. Kisses on the forehead. I will chat with you guys in my next vlog. So give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget that. All right, I'll talk to you later. Good night.